Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you are able to listen to me properly, as well as there is no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Hello, everybody. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Good to see that you have survived the rain. Yes, yes. And the entire Bangalore was actually flooded in my locality. So I live in Belindor. So especially Belindor and Sarjapur, due to we are having a lot of lakes right over here. So whenever a lot of rain happens, all the lakes overflow and the entire all the roads and everything gets filled up with like 1 to 3 feet of rain. So that is the thing, and it was had been raining for the past 2 days, so the internet connection and everything wasn't very stable. Due to that, I decided that it's not great to have like a class, and it's like lagging in the between like multiple times, so you guys won't be able to enjoy it as well. That is the reason why we decided that okay, no issues in that. Let's cancel up this class, and we'll continue from tomorrow onwards itself. Okay, so due to that reason, we will be having the class today and we'll be continuing from right over here. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, yesterday, did you try to practice something or anything like, did you guys try to practice anything yesterday? Do let me know. You guys, so Mayank has revised it. That's great, Mayank, to hear. Okay, but yeah, did you guys like practice something that we had like prepared? Okay, so if the sandbox shows error, just reload the page, okay, and that should be more than sufficient. Uh, Great. We have revised. Okay, that's great. So, can you guys let me know what have we studied in the previous class? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our previous class, guys? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our previous class, guys? We studied about the terminal commands. We studied about the node REPL. We studied about the npm. Okay, that's great. So can you guys let me know what is the full form for node REPL, guys? Can you guys let me know what is the full form of node REPL? Can you guys let me know what is the full form of node REPL, guys? That's great. Read, evaluation, print, loop. And what is the full form of npm? What is the full form of npm, guys? What's the full form of npm? Node package manager. Okay, that's great. So you guys remember the full forms and everything. Those who don't remember, no worries. Just make sure that you are able to revise it from right over here. Okay, I'll just let my team know to send the message. I think so there has been some miscommunication. Some of them are still asking if the class has been cancelled or not. Just send one more message on all the WhatsApp groups that the class has already begun. Yeah, I just send it once more because these guys, I think so, the pinned message was still there, so people left the class itself. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so today we are going to focus upon two separate things. In the first half, we'll be focusing upon Express. Okay, we'll start with Express itself. There's a lot that we have to understand right over here. Okay, and the second particular stuff that we'll be focusing upon is what to do after this boot camp is over. Okay, so what is the exact pathway that you need to follow to get into a big MNC, or even as a like developer, you can start your own freelancing. So what is the exact things that you need to study for? What is the hiring process and all those kind of stuff? So we'll be discussing about both of them. Okay. Good evening, sir. When will I get my certificate for the front-end web development? I have 100% attendance. I have also completed my project and submitted it. So, Bhijan, almost every single time I say that once the deadline, so the deadline for submitting the project is, for example, the 8th of this month. So, first of all, you will not be able to receive the certificates before that. The second thing, after all the submissions are done, that is the last day of submission is 8th, we start off with checking the projects. That takes us about 1 to 2 weeks. After that, you will be getting the certificate. Okay. Okay, great. So how can we cross verify that we have submitted the project of front end properly or not? Abhishek, by submitting it properly. Like we have given you the chance, you can open up the form, check what you have submitted. Okay, so that is how you will be able to check it. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class, guys. Up till now, we have learned about Node.js. Okay, so Node.js, like I've already said to you guys, just provides an environment for JavaScript to function. Okay, it is not something that is just for web development. For example, how many of you are familiar with IDEs or integrated development environments? Okay, how many of you guys are familiar with IDEs or integrated development environment, guys? Can you guys let me know? So IDEs is basically like you are having your VS Code, you are having your Atom, you are having so many different IDEs that you can use at any point of time. Okay, so these are the places where you organize your code, you write your code. It provides you an environment where you are easily able to do development related stuff. One of the most famous IDEs that I used to use previously was Atom. Okay, right now I have also shifted to VS Code, but I like the customization that was there in Atom that I could do. So Atom is also one of the IDEs that has been developed using JavaScript. Okay, so at the base of it, it's entirely JavaScript. On top of it, it's Node.js because it's a desktop application, so the code needs to run in the desktop itself, so it contains Node. But this is just providing you guys a location. Okay, so this is the place, this is the land where you will be able to go and build this particular house. So I've just provided you with the land. That land is basically your Node.js. Okay, that land is basically your Node.js right over here. In the similar way, okay, you need some tools. Okay, you need some tools, you need some machinery, you need some other stuff. Okay, your materials that is just concerned with building this particular building. Okay, that is just revolves around building this particular building. These tools will be different for different stuff. If you want to build a building, that tools will be different. On the same land, if you want to build a pool, the tools will be different. On the same land, if you want to build a forest, the tools will be different. Okay, so all these different stuff you are building, the land is same. Okay, the land is same. Node.js, JavaScript, that is same. But if you want to build let's say an editor, okay, like an Atom is an editor. Okay, so if you want to build an editor right over there, then for that you are having a specific tool that is there, that is Electron. For example, you want to build a website, for that there is a particular tool that is there, that is React. If you want to build the backend of a website, there's a particular tool that is there, that is your Node.js, your Express. Okay, so for every single thing there is a different tool. For every single thing there is a different tool. So the tool that we are concerned with is Express, that helps us building the backend of different applications. Yes, you can can use directly node.js as well, pure node.js, to build up different websites, okay, to build up the backend for different websites. But that will just make your code look very huge. Okay, you will be spending a lot of time doing some simple stuff that Express has already done for you. Okay, that Express has already done for you. So that is what we are concerned with. So in this particular class, in the first few minutes, we will be learning about Express. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand up till here, guys? Please let me know. Ghanshyam, see, I will be repeating it just once. Okay, once the bootcamp is over, there is a project that you have to submit. The deadline of the project is, for example, on 8th of this month. Then on 8th, when the deadline is over, we will be starting to look at the projects, checking up the projects. It will take us 1 to 2 weeks more to go through all the projects. After that, you will be getting the certificates. Okay. Great. Okay, great. So let's continue from right over here, guys. We will go back to our code sandbox that we had been using. Let me just refresh it once. Okay. And in this code sandbox, let me just open up the live chat on my mobile phone so that I'm able to see you guys as well. Give me a second. Great. So I have opened up the live chat as well. Okay, so let's start from right over here. All the certificates will be sent together. Okay, Ghanshyam? Sir, I submitted the front-end project 2 to 3 times and recorded it, but every time I open the project submission form, it opens up in a new page. What should I do now? That is how forms work, Manmohan. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's get started. So this is the code sandbox that we had been using up till now, if you guys remember. Now what you have to do right now is, first of all, this intro to node folder, we will be deleting it. We have no use of it right now. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to delete the intro to node folder. So once we've deleted it, as you're able to see, we have deleted the intro to node folder from right over here. The next thing that we want to do is we want to create our new folder where we are going to write all our code continuing further. So if you guys remember, we will be opening up a new terminal. Okay, we are going to open up a new terminal right over here, and we are going to start writing our code. So we need to create a new folder. Let's name it as intro to express. Okay, so can you guys let me know what should be the command that I should type right over here to create a new folder called as intro to express, guys? What should be the command that I should type right over here to create a new folder that is called as intro to express? That's great, guys. mkdir intro hyphen. Did I get the entire intro? Intro hyphen to hyphen express. So as you are able to see, we have got our intro to express folder present on the left hand side. Now to go inside that folder, we will be using cd intro to express. Okay, that will take us into our cd intro to, so it has to express. Once we are into our intro to express folder, as you are able to see, let's just check pwd. So we are into our intro to express folder. Inside of that, first of all, we are going to create our file that is called as server.js. Okay, so to create that file, what should be the command, guys? What should be the command to create a file called as server.js, guys? What should be the command to create a file called as server.js? Touch, touch server .js. Okay, so that will create our server.js file into our intro to Express. Now to we need to initialize our npm inside of this particular folder. So what was the command to initialize npm, guys? What was the command to initialize npm? What was the command to initialize npm, guys? Can you guys let me know? That's great. npm init. Okay, we're going to initialize npm init, the package name intro to Express, version 1.0.0. Description, this is a simple server. Entry point server.js. Test commands, we don't want to have any. At get repository, we don't have to have any. Keywords, no use. Author Shaurya Sinha. License ISC. Okay, we'll continue with that. Is it okay? Yes. Okay, so we have initialized our npm right over there. So let's clear everything up. The next thing that we need to do is install Express. So every time when you don't know anything, just go to their documentation. So we'll just search for express Express, and we'll go to expressjs.com. That is the documentation that they are having. So first of all, we'll go into getting started and installing. So it will show you all the different things that you have to do. What we want to do is we want to use npm install Express. Okay, we want to use npm install Express to install Express as our dependency. So we'll come right over here. We'll write npm install express. That will install our Express dependency for us. Okay, so we don't have to worry about anything. So if you go into your package.json, right over here, okay, so it hasn't created the dependency, but it is already installed, so we don't worry about anything. Okay, so let's clear everything up from the terminal as well. Once you have installed Express, we will go into our server.js file and start writing the rest of the code. So we have installed Express. Now we need to use it. Okay, now we need to use it. Again, go to the documentations, go to hello world. That is the hello world example for Express itself that we are going to use. And so you can refer to it. Of course, I'm going to directly start writing it. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to call off the dependency. Okay, we need to tell JavaScript that we need this particular dependency itself. So Mayank Sharma, I think so I've already made you guys understand about dependency in the previous class, where we were talking about the npm packages that we were installing. Do you guys remember it? Have I told you guys about dependencies when we were talking about the npm super villain class that we had installed in our previous class, guys? Please do let me know. So dependency is basically something. So just think about it. What is the meaning of the term dependency in normal English? To be dependent upon something. Okay. So right now your code is actually dependent upon Express package. Okay. So that is called as dependency. So this particular intro to Express module that you are creating, that is dependent upon your Express module. Okay, so that is called as dependency. No issues in that. The first thing that we are going to create is const. Okay, Express is equals to require Express. Okay, so first of all, we are going to create a constant called as Express that is going to require Express right over here. So that is the dependency that we are talking about right over here. That okay, our current code is going to require this particular dependency that we are going to use further. The next thing is we are going to create a constant app. Okay, we are going to create a constant app that is nothing else but the Express function. Okay, express Express function. Okay, so what we have done is we have created a function called as Express that we have assigned to a variable called as app. So instead of writing Express again and again, we will be able to directly use the word app itself. So that we have done right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand? So this is a normal function call that we have made right over here, and I have like assigned it to the app variable. So instead of writing that function again and again, we will be able to use app. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Great. The next thing that we have to do is app.listen to the port 3000. So, guys, have you ever used or do you have any familiarity? So, how many of you have no idea about radio? How many of you have no idea about radio, guys? Can you guys let me know? How many of you guys have no idea about radios? Like AM, FM, all those kind of stuff. Like you rotated a dial and it was able to tune into a particular channel. Like those who don't have any idea about radio, guys, like have never used or never seen or have no understanding about radio itself. Okay, so there are so many dumb people in the class. Okay, no issues in that. So a radio is one of the devices that existed in like almost like 5 to 6 years ago. Nobody had like these type of TVs and everything like 10, 15 years ago. Everybody used radios at that particular point of time. So you were able to tune in to a particular channel like 99.5 FM or something like that. And you were able to connect to the bandwidth of that channel itself through radio waves. And you were able to receive their broadcasting and you were able to listen to music, okay, from your own radio itself. So that is how radios work. Okay, so see, even if you don't understand about radios, then there is nothing that can be done for you. You are an absolute piece of shit and you should be closing off everything, going to into farming or something like that. I think so that should be very preferable for you guys. But still, if you have some understanding about radio or what I've said to you brought in some memories about radio itself, that's great. So those guys can proceed further into the boot camp. So the same thing works on for a particular computer as well. Okay, the same thing works on a particular computer as well. A computer has, instead of having like multiple broadbands like 99.5 FM or something like that, the computer has ports. Okay, it has multiple ports that are there. One of these ports is the port 3000. Now some of these ports are being used internally by the computer as well. Maybe it's a network port where you are having the network card that is being attached to it. Maybe it's a video port which is delivering video to your desktop. So there are multiple ports that are there into a computer. Okay, most of them are empty. Okay, you can use it for various purposes. Right over here we are using the 3000 port. Okay, why are we using the 3000 port? Because any new computer, wherever you haven't done any sort of development as of this particular point of time, wherever you have not used the port 3000 up till like you yourself haven't done that, then by default the 3000 port is always empty. Okay, the 3000 port is always empty. So that is the reason why what we have done right over here is we have told app to listen to the port 3000 for any kind of requests that it is getting. Okay, what do I mean by that? So whenever a user, for example, I am that particular person, I'm a user, I'm trying to visit your website. Okay, I'm trying to visit your website. So I will be sending a request to the server, to one of the ports of the server itself, to send me the files, okay, that is required to showcase this particular website itself. Okay, so this request that is being sent to this particular port, our app will be continuously listening on that particular port for any kind of request that it is getting. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Yes, that's absolutely right, Dinesh. We are going to create a localhost 3000 website. Okay. So like I said, just like a radio, okay, is able to connect to, so the radio is your end user, it is able to connect to one of the broadbands that is there, like 99.4, 99.5 FM. This in the similar way, right over here, your user will be able to connect to one of the ports, that is the 3000 port. If the user is sending any request on the 3000 port, our app is continuously listening from right over there. Okay, so Punky Ray, do not use any other port. Okay, do not use any other port, because you have no idea whether on that particular port something is already running or not. It might cause some problems with your laptop, and I'm not taking any kind of guarantee over it. That is the reason why I'm telling you guys to use the port 3000. 8080 is fine, or 3000 is fine. These both the ports you can use for making websites and everything, because these are always empty into your computer itself. Okay, 8000, 8080, 3000, these will all be the ports that will be usually empty. Okay, 8080, but always right now we will be using the 3000 port. Okay, we will be using the 3000 port. Okay, why are we using these ports like 8080 or 8000 or 3000? Because we already know that no matter what, these ports are always empty, so we won't be affecting our computer in any way. Now that we have written this particular code, guys, can you guys let me know what should be the command into my terminal to run this particular file? Guys, can you guys let me know what should be the command that I should be writing in my terminal to run this particular file? Guys, can you guys let me know? Imanshu, I think so. You are late into the class. I've already explained what are ports. Okay, so node server.js. Okay, as soon as I'm running this particular line of code, okay, it is getting me port 3000 open. The server is listening on port 3000. You want to it to open, so let's open up the browser panel and we'll come like open it up into a new website. And as you're able to see on the port 3000, we are getting an error that is saying cannot get. Okay, cannot get. So we'll be talking about this in a few minutes, but you are able to see this, guys. This is the port, this is the website for the port 3000. Okay, are you guys able to see this particular problem that we are facing right over here? Okay, great. The second thing that you are able to see in the terminal itself is that it has hanged. Okay, it feels as if it has hanged right over here. You're having node server.js that we have run. Okay, as soon as I pressed enter, it feels as if it has hanged. Okay, so what basically is happening is up till the point that the server is running. So this is how the server is continuously running right over here. Anyone who is getting an access to this particular website, wtob8i-3000.sse.codebox.sandbox.io, anybody who has the access to this particular website will be able to hit up my 3000 port. Okay, will be able to hit up my 3000 port. But now if I want to close my server, what I want to do is I want to enter control C. And that will close my server. Now if I'm trying to go to that website once again, it is saying 502 error, bad gateway. It is saying 502 error, bad gateway. Okay, so and you are able to see port 3000 is closed. But this does not feel right. Every time I'm running my server and like it feels as if the entire terminal is hanging. I don't know if my server has started running or not. I want to make sure that I'm able to get some message that at least, okay, so your server has started or something like that. So for that, we are going to use an anonymous callback function. Okay, we are going to use an anonymous callback function. So an anonymous function is a function without any name. Okay, whenever you declare a function, you just remove the name of that particular function, so you call it as an anonymous function. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Whenever you declare a function, you just remove the name of the function. Okay, you don't provide any name. That is called as an anonymous function. Okay, along with that, what is a callback function, guys? So I want to create a function that gets executed every time I'm this particular line of code runs, okay, every time app.listen runs, okay, I want that particular function to execute. Okay, that is called as a callback function, that whenever a particular line of code is running, has run, okay, has started running, okay, that function gets executed. The first thing that it does is that function gets executed. So that is called as a callback function. So we are going to create an anonymous callback function, guys. Okay, that is our aim, to create an anonymous callback function. Okay, so we are going to do a comma, function, function, okay, parenthesis, then you are having your curly braces, and you are going to write console.log server on port 3000. Okay, so as you're able to see, we have created an anonymous callback function. Okay, why anonymous? Because it does not has any name, as you're able to see right over here. And callback function, because every time this app.listen function executes, okay, this particular function will get executed. This particular function will get executed. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So now if I'm going to my sandbox, if I'm writing clear right over here, I'll have to close my terminal, open up a new terminal right over here, cd into intro into -express, and there I'm going to have my server.js right over here. And I'm going to press enter. Okay, I have to write node server.js. I just wrote server.js directly. Node server.js. And as you're able to see, as soon as I've run this particular line of code, we are getting server started on port 3000. Okay, we are getting that in the terminal, server started on port 3000. So our callback function also works. If I'm going to my sandbox, reloading the page, as you're able to see, we are able to get the same page which is saying cannot get. Okay, which is saying cannot get right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Today the class will be of 1.5 hours, guys, so you will have to be patient. Okay, so we are not going anywhere. Yesterday also the class was cancelled, so we'll be extending our class today a bit. Great. So now what does this cannot get actually mean? So there is two type of main requests that you need to know about. Okay, that is a get request and a post request. Okay, so what happens is when the user, okay, let's try to understand this. Okay, let's try to understand this. Let's go back to our drawing board and let's take a pen right over here. So what happens is, for example, this is your user. Okay, this is the computer that is there, and this is the server that is there. Okay, so this is the server. Okay, so what happens is when the user enters any website, okay, where the user enters any website, let's say www.google.com, okay, it sends a get request. Okay, it sends a get request to the like server, that okay, I need to get the files, HTML, CSS and JavaScript files to showcase on my computer. I want to get these files. So the server gets a get request. Okay, the server gets a get request. Okay, so that get request, it needs to serve it needs to respond to this particular get request. So once it gets a get request, it responds back. Okay, it responds back with some files. Okay, some files. Okay, it responds back with some files. Okay, so as you are able to see from right over here, this get and get request and they respond, this needs to be handled by the server. Okay, right over here, the current server that we have built, it does not handle any get request. It is getting a get request every time that I'm trying to reload this particular page. It is getting a get request, but it is giving me an error that this server itself, the current business logic for this server, cannot handle get request. Okay, cannot handle get request right over here. Okay, so as you're able to see and understand from this, okay, as you're able to see and understand, so we haven't written the code to handle get requests themselves. Okay, and that is the problem. That is the error that we are getting on our website. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are we guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Devish, give me a glass of water. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. See, whenever a user comes to the website, it enters www.google.com. It sends off a GET request that I need these files. I need the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files to the server. The server needs to handle this particular GET request. The server needs to handle this particular GET request. By handling, I mean it needs to respond back with those files themselves. Okay, it needs to respond back with those files itself. Okay. Thank you so much, Dinesh. I really appreciate that. Sir, in line 3, what Express is doing? So Express here is a function. Okay, that entire Express package, we are creating it as a function. And instead of writing it again and again, we have assigned it to a variable called as app, so that we are able to directly use app.listen. Instead of writing Express the function.listen, we are able to write app.listen. Okay. Okay, that's great. Yes, you can do n number of boot camps at the same time. There is no question about that. Okay, that's great. So are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please do let me know. Great. So now we'll be stopping with our coding right over here. I'll be explaining you about like the hiring and everything that is currently going on and how you need to prepare for the big companies. Okay. So see, the reason why I'm saying this is these boot camps is basically made for your awareness purposes. Most of the students aren't aware on how to prepare for these examinations. For example, when you are waiting for J mains or advanced, you have some idea that okay, these are the 3 textbooks and these type of questions are going to be asked and everything. But when it comes to placement for big companies, many people have many kinds of questions, whether GPA is important, whether being from a good college is important, whether having whether having the knowledge of like multiple languages is something that will qualify me for the same. Nobody has the exact idea for that, and I want to make sure. So see, just getting you guys into these boot camps, teaching you about some technology, helping you make projects, giving you certifications is not something that is enough for me at the end of the day. As a mentor, it's my responsibility to make sure that you guys are able to understand what to do after this boot camp as well. Not just like come to this boot camp for once, get certificates, and then again you have no idea what to do after that. So that is something that I want for you guys, and why I am the right person to be able to tell you guys the same is due to 3 facts. First of all, at one time I was in your shoes. I was also a student. I was also somebody who was studying CSE. I was also somebody who was looking forward for internships, who was looking forward for job opportunities, and I got them. I went into Geo, I went into Reliance, I went into Google, I went into multiple firms. Okay, due to that particular reason, that's the first reason. Secondly, currently we have helped every single month, we help almost 800 to 1000 students get placed every month. Last month we helped 800 students get placed, and those 800 students we got we got 7 into Google at 60 lakhs per annum. We got 9 into Microsoft at 48 lakhs per annum. We got a lot many number of students placed into multiple different domains. We have already provided you guys with the statistics as well. We got 9 into Amazon, we got 15 into Samsung, 21 into Flipkart at 28 lakhs per annum. We got 19 into Walmart at 34 lakhs per annum, 9 into Dutch Bank, 21 into Deloitte. So every single month, so we have our corporate relations with these companies, and these companies every month hire some number of students from us. So right now that number is around 800 that they hire from us every single month, and we help these students get placed. The third thing is I have been on the other side of the table as well. I've been interviewing for these companies for the past year. So up till now I have helped almost 15 different companies through the entire interview processes, where I am the interviewer who is taking the interviews. So I know all the three things: what these companies require, what the interviewers see in you, and what exactly do you need to study to get into these companies. Now, getting into these companies is actually not solely upon, like, there's a basic IQ level that you need. If you have no understanding about radio, are you living under a rock or something like that, then leave it. This is not for you guys, okay? But you need a basic knowledge, basic understanding, basic logical capabilities itself, just basic, okay? Nothing too advanced. It's not that you have to be very genius to get into these companies or something like that. I had an initial GPA of 6.9 in my college. Okay, 6.9. I improved it to 8.4, but that was like when I got into Geo. At that point of time, my GPA was 7.14. That was my GPA. So it's not totally dependent upon like your knowledge when it comes to like academics or something like that. It's all upon your hard work. The more efforts that you will put into something, the easier it will be to get into these companies as well. Okay, so that is something that I want to make sure that you guys have a good understanding about. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. So first of all, to understand what you have to study, you need to understand for what you are preparing. Okay. So that is a very important question to understand. So let's try to understand this. Okay. So see, if you don't know what you're preparing for, then how are you going to prepare for it? Okay, so let's first start with that particular thing. Okay, the first thing that these companies have is the like resume shortlisting round, but most of the companies have removed it. Okay, right now there is no resume based shortlisting. Okay, if you guys are getting like a chance to submit your resume somewhere, nobody is going to even see it. Just think about it. Like every year, these companies are getting millions of resumes, like tens and millions of resumes every single year. Do you really think they have some people who are going to go through these resumes at any point of time? Do you really think that there is some particular person who is sitting right over there going through these resumes or something like that? It's just not possible. Okay, they cannot, like, they can spend that entire amount of money hiring these people to just put it up into R&D and get more results from a monetary standpoint itself. So none of these companies, any company, has any kind of resume filtering, any kind of resume shortlisting. What they have done is they have replaced that with something that is called as a coding round. Okay, that is something, it's called as a coding round, guys. Now this coding round, everybody gets the link. Everybody gets the link for these coding rounds. These coding rounds are open for everyone. Okay, they are open for everyone to take part in. Whether you are from B.Tech, whether you are from MBA, whether you are from M.Tech, whether you are from MSc, BSc, any place, whether from civil, chemical, electrical, any particular place that you are from, you are eligible to take a part in this coding round. Okay, we have got, so for example, one of our students that was there into our training and internship program, he was from merchant navy. Okay, not from BTech, not from any other place, like totally irrelevant. Merchant navy. He was not from any kind of technical, not even like core branches as well. He was from merchant navy. He joined our program, he completed it, and right now he's a front-end engineer at Amazon. So that's the thing. These companies do not look at your like what are you currently doing. They look at whether you have the right skill sets and the knowledge. If you have both of them, then you are in. If you don't have any of these things, keep on moving. They don't have that time to give you guys the same. Okay, so that is something that you need to understand, guys, that these companies are only looking forward for good skills and internships. Okay, good skills and your like knowledge, that is very important for them. Now this particular coding round that is there, they have like these rounds are for 1 hour, 2 hour, or 3 hours at the maximum that is there. So these are like exams that you have to give. While you are giving the exams themselves, okay, you will be getting like 2 to 3 different coding questions that you will have to solve during that particular time frame itself. Now these coding questions that will be given to you are based on data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, so data, and please listen to me very carefully, that any type of field which is remotely familiar with IT, any kind of field that is remotely familiar with IT, okay, you will have this coding round, whether it be data science, whether it be data analyst, data scientist, software engineer, full stack engineer, back-end engineer, front-end engineer. You are having your DevOps, cloud, you have any kind of field that you are even thinking about. Okay, if it is related to IT, even like software testing, software penetration, anything that will have this particular coding round, that will have data structures and algorithms and competitive programming right over here. Now those guys who are listening to me very carefully, okay, those guys are really interested into placements, I'm telling for those guys only. If you don't know data structures and algorithms and competitive programming, you are never going to get any job. You'll be able to get a job, okay, that will be paying you like 20,000 rupees per month, but if that is your aim, then like yeah, you are into deep shit. But for those guys who want to get into a good company, okay, that is paying them 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees per month, for those guys, yes, coding rounds will be there. And in these coding rounds, the first thing that will be happening is data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. If you don't know DSA and CP, then you can just forget about moving further. Now for those guys who will be qualifying the coding round, these guys have their interviews scheduled. Okay, there are 3 kinds of interviews that are there. Okay, A, B and C. The A is basically the again DSA rounds that is there. Okay, so again you will be getting some data structures and algorithms questions that will be asked to you, and you will have to live code it in front of the interviewer. Okay, so that is the first round of interview. This round is just to check whether you have cheated in the coding round or not. Okay, so anybody who has cheated in the coding round will be removed right over there. So this particular round is basically something that they are using to separate the cream layer from the rest of the crowd. Okay, that is, instead of having the resume based shortlisting, they have removed it and replaced it with this particular coding round. Now the first round of interview, that is a 101 interview that will be there. It will be a data structures and algorithms interview, which is basically there to make sure that you haven't cheated in the coding round itself. The next interviews that will be there will be technical rounds. Okay, okay, the next particular set of interviews will be on the technical rounds. This is where it is decided whether you will be joining that company or not. This is where your projects will be looked at, your work experience will be looked at, your resumes will be looked at, your internships, trainings, whatever different languages that you know, all these different things will be looked at inside the technical round. Okay, so this is where it is basically decided whether you're going to get the job or not. Even if you are great at data structures, algorithms, and computer programming, but you are failing the technical rounds, you're not going to move further with that as well. So both of them, you have to take it in hand itself. Okay. And the next particular thing is your HR round that is there. This HR round is usually just a formality. It is basically to check whether you are a psychopath or not. Okay. If you are not a psychopath, you will be moving further. If you are a psychopath, then you will not be selected. So basically they will ask that has there been any time in your life where you had to showcase your leadership skills or something like that. So these type of basic questions that will be there, and that is something that is very important, guys. Okay, so this is the entire round. This is how you get selected into companies. Now we'll be going through each of them in a brief as well. What are the different things that you should be studying in data structures and algorithm and computer programming? What are the different things that you should be preparing for into your technical rounds as well when it comes to web development? And of course, from where can you prepare like data structures, algorithms, and computer programming as well? So this is something that I will be going through right over here. The second thing that you guys need to remember, okay, there are two kinds of people. One who don't know shit. They will be telling you guys that knowing multiple coding languages is excellent and all those kind of crap. It's not. Okay, there are just two languages that you need to learn. Just two languages. That's it. Only two. Not less. Not anything less. Not anything more. Okay, not anything less. Not anything more. Just two languages are essential for placement perspectives. See, you can learn any amount of stuff. Okay, you can learn medical along with engineering, along with commerce, along with anything that you can learn. Okay, but that is not the case. Your aim is to get into a company. What is the shortest and the most optimized path that is possible? That is with just two languages. Okay, and that is what I'm going to discuss right now. First of all, there are these two languages. The first language will be for your programming purposes. The first particular language will be for your programming purposes, language 1. Okay, and the second particular programming will be for the technical perspective or development purpose. Okay, development purpose. That is your language 2. Okay, these are the two languages that you need to learn. Now for programming purposes, what do I mean by programming? Okay, this is for your data structures and algorithms and computer programming. This is for your data structures and algorithms and computer programming. And for development purposes, this is for your technical rounds. This is for your technical rounds right over here. Now for data structures and algorithms and computer programming, like you can choose, I'm giving you two options. You can choose between these two languages. The first one is C++ and the second one is Java. These are the two languages that you need to choose between. Okay, so that is for your language 1. So for me, I have choose C++ as my programming language of choice. Now, the reason why I have said you have to choose between C++ and Java is that because, for example, somebody will ask me, so why not C? First of all, C is obsolete. Okay, it is just for your college purposes and your college marks do not matter at all. If you have a GPA greater than 7, that is more than sufficient. You don't need to worry about it. C is just like a subject in your college to introduce you to programming, but for your computer programming purposes, C is not the language to move further with. Okay, the second thing is somebody will ask, so why not JavaScript and Python? Why C++ and Java? JavaScript and Python are development languages. They have a lot of depth behind it. They have a lot of modules, libraries, topics that you cannot even fathom to be able to learn in its entirety along with data structures and algorithms and computer programming. So that is, and because C, the programming language is the language that you will be asked a lot of questions related to that language as well. Okay, you will be asked a lot of questions related to that language as well, not just data structures and algorithms and computer programming. So you need to choose a language that has less amount of stuff inside of it. Less number of questions is possible. It is easy to learn, easy to write. And for example, the relationship between JavaScript and Python is that you need Google to be able to answer most of the stuff. Again, that is not a kind of language that you need to use at any point of time. One of the stories that I will be telling you guys is about JavaScript. So I never in my entire career, like after the third year of my college, I have never put up JavaScript on my resume ever. Even though I know JavaScript, even though I put up my experience as a front-end engineer, as a machine learning engineer into multiple firms where I used to only work in JavaScript, I never put JavaScript as a language on my resume ever. The kind of questions that can happen in JavaScript can mess you up for the entire life. I have like for one of my interviews, I think so it was for a financial company, I had put up JavaScript in my resume and they started asking me questions. I had even after working for 3 years in JavaScript, I had no idea about any of those answers. Okay, so never use Python or JavaScript as your programming language for choice. Always use C++ or Java. Within that as well, I prefer C++. The reason for that is pretty simple. It's basically, like I said, it's an optimization. Okay, life is about optimization. You need to get somewhere. What is the quickest path to getting there? Okay, that I've told you, C++ or Java. Okay, now from that as well, why I chose C++ is because in the exam, that is your coding round, you have a limited time frame. You have 1 hour to code 3 questions, or you have like 2 hours to code like 4 questions or something like that. So you have a limited amount of time frame that is there. So you have to type very fast. Now C++ and Java is very similar, but the difference is that Java is a bit more wordy. For example, the same thing if I want to do in C++, I would have to write 4 words. The same thing in Java, if I have to do, I have to write 7 words. So now as the number of words increases, the typing speed for each question decreases. That is the reason why I chose C++. Okay, why not Python? The same thing goes on for Python as well. Python is a very vast language. There's a lot of different questions that is possible, and you cannot learn Python to that level where you are able to answer every single thing that the interviewer is going to ask you, and you don't have enough time as well. You have to focus. Data structures, algorithms and computer programming is very vast. Okay, people spend 4 years, 5 years practicing in data structures, algorithms and computer programming. You don't have time to like go into Python in its entire depth, because the language that you choose for programming purpose, that language, questions related to that language will be asked to you into your interviews. Okay, so again, like I said, okay, C++ or Java, no other language. C, I've already told you, is an obsolete language. Okay, nobody is going to ask you any questions related to that. Programming in C is extremely difficult when it comes to computer programming. Okay, when you go do data structure algorithms and computer programming, it will be very difficult for you. And the second thing is C is just a language because your institutes have like still like in like 15 years behind the modern times. So they teach you something that a language that was relevant 15 years ago. C is not relevant anymore. So again, this is not any kind of debate or anything like that. Okay, my job is to give you the pathway. I've given you the pathway. That is C++ or Java. Choose any of these language. It is always great for you. Okay, you will be able to learn it easily and prepare for your data structure algorithms and computer programming. The second thing is your development purpose. The language that you choose for your development purpose, nobody is going to ask you questions related to that. Okay, because they will be focusing upon the technology. Okay, they will be focusing upon your project. They will be focusing upon your internships, your work experience that you have. Okay, so you don't have to like prepare for these languages. Now there are 2 options right over here, guys. The first, if you take up the data science path, okay, data science path. If you take up the data science path, for that, yes, you will need to choose Python. And if you take up the web development path, or even the Android path as well. Okay, so for Android, whoever wants to learn Android, I will be telling about Android users as well. So do not worry about it. Choose JavaScript. Simply choose JavaScript right now. Now in data science, there's a lot of different options that is available. Data analysts, data scientists, data engineers. But please remember that data science, only choose data science if you are from a very good college. If you are from tier 1 or tier 2 college, then choose data science. If like for those who wants to make sure that they are able to get a very high paying job, guaranteed high paying job, I'm talking about those guys only. If you want to get a high paying good job, then people who are in the tier 1 or tier 2 colleges, that is IITs, NITs, BITs. By B I means Birla Institute of Technology, not any other. Okay, maybe if you are from VIT or something like that, main campus VIT, main campus MIT, only for these colleges you can choose data science. Okay, you can choose data science. And even from that, if you are in like CSE, IT, ECE or electrical, only for these kids I'm saying that you can choose data science. It will make sure that you are able to get a high paying job, because big companies are only hiring from these colleges itself, these branches itself, for data science purposes. For those who are from civil, chemical, electrical, mechanical, biotech, they are from MSc, BSc, MTech, or any kind of any other place that you are from. Okay, if you want to make sure, okay, if you want to guarantee that you are able to get a high paying good job in a big company, choose web development. Choose web development, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Choose web development, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, see, why I'm not talking about blockchain, okay, why I'm not talking about like cybersecurity, why I'm not talking about like Android development. So Android, I will be talking about it, so let's leave that. Why not these all fields? Why not game development? Why not like VR development, 3D simulations and all these kind of stuff, AR development or something like that? So why I'm not talking about these particular fields? The thing is, again, like I said, my job is to like make sure that whoever is studying under me, I'm able to give them the best advice for getting a job. I'm not here to entertain your hobbies. Okay, I treat all these different fields as just hobbies. Why? Because in India right now there is little to no jobs available in these fields. This is little to no jobs available in these fields. So I consider these as hobbies itself. Once you have got a good paying job, focus upon these hobbies. Just like I think about painting or playing football or cricket, or so cricket as well, like only like 20 people in the entire like country of 1 billion, or having a population of 1 to billion people, is able to get into cricket and earn money. Only 20-30 people. Okay, so there is little to no jobs in these fields in India right now, and if they are any, they are very low paying jobs. These fields require expertise of 5 to 6 years, and you are freshers. Everybody who is coming into these particular boot camp, I am thinking that you guys are freshers who have like maybe a 0 to 1 year of experience, and for you guys these fields are irrelevant for you, because at the end of the day it's all about earning money. Okay, if somebody feels still now, okay, that no, it's all about like learning and fucking and doing everything, just leave the college, man. What the fuck are you learning in college? I know 90% of 99.99% of you are going to college to sit with your girlfriend, to look at your crush, and to just like do matar gasti with your friends. I've also been to college, so I know what is going on. So don't feed me this bullshit that you are in college for like learning. Nobody is there. You are in college to get a placement, to get a good job that is paying you enough. Okay, and if you want to achieve that, these fields are treated as hobbies. If you want to get a good, see, my job is to make sure that you know what is happening, what is the reality of our country. Okay, I'm not a YouTuber or anything like that. If I wanted, I would have said like, "Arey, blockchain, man, kya sahi hai?" Even I'm learning blockchain as a hobby right now. Like my friend Devesh Vishwakarma, he's a blockchain expert. But still, he's a blockchain expert. He's one of the top minds in blockchain in India. But still, he is not a blockchain developer. He has not been able to get a job as a blockchain developer. He works as a software engineer. As a data analyst, he works. So the point is, he treats it. He knows that can be treated as a hobby, as something that you want to learn, but it cannot be made right now in India. It cannot be made as a career. And that is the, like, I'm showing you the mirror. You know where you stand. I'm telling you where the world is. You have to figure out the link between the two. Okay. Yeah, I know many of the people, like, they will be listening to me, they will have the type of josh for the next 2 days that I will study this, I will do that, and then on the third day they will be like, ah, fuck it, man, I will just go and sleep again. So my thing is that I need to make sure that you guys know what is happening in India right now. Okay. Okay. The second thing is, for example, let me just give you an idea. So the past 800 people that we were able to place the past month, okay, I will give you the statistics for that. The highest placement that we were able to get was 7 people into Google at 60 lakhs per annum. And all of them went into the data science field itself. But none of them were from, only one particular person was from like not a tier 1 tier 2 college. Okay, all the rest were from tier 1 tier 2 college, and that one person got into full stack web development. He's a front end engineer at Google. He didn't got into data science. The rest got into data science. So the highest package was for data science, but only for tier 1 and tier 2 college students. For the rest of the crowd, for example, Microsoft, most of the students went into like application development, software engineers, and full stack engineers itself. They got a package of 48 lakhs per annum. None of them were from tier 1 and tier 2 college. Everyone was from, like, some of them were from civil, some of them was from chemical, some of them was from MCA, BCA, some of them were from MBA. Okay, so these companies do not look at your profiles like that. Okay, so you need to understand that. But even though the highest package was for data science, okay, the average package for data science was 12.3 lakhs per annum. Like 12.7 lakhs per annum. Yes, that was the average package. 12.7 for data science, it was 12.7 lakhs per annum. And for web development, it was 13.3 lakhs per annum. All the difference is not that much. Okay, it's just 60,000 difference that is there, but still you are able to imagine that even if the highest placement was for data science, the average placement is in data science is a bit lower than full stack web development. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. So that is the thing related to placement. And this is something that we saw the past month itself. This month, we have placed approximately 400 people up till now. Our aim is to reach 1,000 students up till the end of this particular month. So we are trying our level best that we are able to do so. But let's see how that happens. Okay. So that is everything that is related to like your, what do you want to choose and everything. Now, the second thing that you need to understand, okay, related to all this is, first of all, where to start. Okay, where to start. So for C++ and Java, okay, we have already released 2 playlists on our YouTube channel that covers the entire C++ and Java from the utmost scratch, okay, from the utmost basics to the most advanced level. That been made by 3 people. One is from HCL, one is from HP, one is from Barclays and Cisco. So these are the people who have created the C++ and Java course, and we have already provided it, I think so, on our YouTube channel. So let me just check that up. So if you go to our channel on YouTube, okay, if you go to the channel on YouTube right over here, okay, go to the playlists. You will be able to see 2 playlists right over here. One is on C++ and the other one is on Java. Let me just find it. So this is the Java playlist, as you are able to see. So you can start off from right over here. It is having 28 videos in its entirety, which covers the entire Java, whatever you need to learn in Java, with practical examples from the utmost basics. So for those who want to choose Java, they can start right over here. And for those who want to choose C++, we have another playlist, I think so. There is the C++ playlist, as you are able to see right over here. And from that, you can either choose to go through the entire playlist, or you can choose to start with this particular video. So this is a 5.5 hour long video that we have created that covers the entire C++ from the utmost scratch, the most advanced level, whatever you need to learn in C++ for free. So you can start it from right over here. Now, the second thing that many people who are going to start learning data structures and algorithms, my suggestion would be choose between either of the two platforms, either LeetCode or CodeChef. Choose between either of these two platforms for your data structure. So LeetCode for your DSA and CodeChef for your competitive programming. Okay, these are the two platforms that you need to work on. Do not go with, if anybody is suggesting you HackerEarth, HackerRank, please do not go with these platforms. The questions on these platforms are way too easy to be asked in a proper like coding exam itself. Okay, no company is going to ask you that easy questions. People become happy by solving questions on LeetCode and CodeChef, and later on realize that they don't know anything. Okay, when they sit in the examination, they look at the questions, they realize they cannot solve it. So please do not go with these type of platforms. Always choose a platform that is guaranteed. Okay, for example, the LeetCode platform. So in our training and internship program, we make sure that the students are solving almost 70% of the all LeetCode problem statements that are there, all the questions that are there on LeetCode, and then we push them into the Amazon exams. So whenever Amazon comes up, we make them solve all the questions and then push them into it. Okay, for example, if Amazon asks for 30 students, all the 30 students gets qualified in that, because we know what is the shortcut of getting into these particular firms. Okay, for example, Amazon just asks questions from LeetCode. They don't even change the question. They'll ask question directly from LeetCode itself. So that is how we, and for the rest of the companies as well, we have figured out some small tricks and tips that we give to the students directly, that okay, this is what you need to do. Okay, so you do this. We provide them with the instructor, we provide them with the entire amount of material that is required from their end to get into these companies. And like I said, it's easy, it's not hard, it's all about the hard work that you're going to put into it. Okay, so these are the two platforms that I'll be suggesting you guys to practice DSA and competitive programming. Give me a second, guys. Devesh, phone dena. So my phone just went out, so I'm not able to see your live chat right now. I'm bringing in a new phone. Okay, so are you guys able to understand everything up till this particular point of time, guys? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand everything up till this particular point of time, guys? Please let me know. So somebody's asking, why are you not placed in any company? So I previously worked in Reliance, then I went into Geo, then I worked for a few startups, then I went into Google, then I went into like a next firm that is called as what is the name of the firm? Rishu kisme? Personal. And then I started my own firm. So that is the entire stuff. Yes, code bulletin, it is not a good idea. See, I'm not telling you to not choose data science. I'm telling you it's not a good idea. Okay, so your probability of getting into a big firm is higher when you are like choosing full stack. That is my particular thing. Okay, please tell about ethical hacking and cybersecurity. Like I've already said, treat it as a side hustle. Treat it as something that you're doing on the side itself. It's not a great career field right now in India. Okay. Okay, so right now I will be going into like what do you need to study to get into these big firms from the technical standpoint. So I told you about data structures. So first, let's go through data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Give me a second, guys. DevTown.in, courses, industrial trading, full stack web development program, download syllabus. So when it comes to C++ and Java that I've already provided to you guys for free, okay, the next thing that you need to learn in data structures and algorithms and computer programming is all these topics that you are able to see on your screen, guys. So introduction to programming in C++, mathematics, bit manipulation, recursion, arrays, searching, sorting, matrix, hashing, strings, linked list, stack, queues, dequeues, trees, BST, heap, graph, greedy algorithm, backtrapping, dynamic programming, tries, segment and binary index trees, disjoint sets. These are all the different topics that you need to cover in data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, first of all, once you have completed this is something that you need to do in DSA and competitive programming, guys. Now coming to your full stack web development. Okay, what do you need? So if you are learning full stack web development, guys, there are 5 different positions that you can apply for: a front-end engineer, a back-end engineer, a DevOps engineer, a cloud computing engineer, and a software engineer, also referred to as an SDE. Okay, these are the 5 different companies, like positions that you can apply to as if you are learning full stack web development. Okay, now the thing is, like, let's try to understand this. You already know about front end, back end, DevOps, cloud. I've already told you guys. Am I right, guys? Are you able to understand this, guys? I've already talked about front end, back end, DevOps, and cloud on the first day of our class, guys. On the first day of our class. Okay. So if you guys remember that, just think about it. What is beneficial for a company? Whether to hire a front-end engineer at 20 lakhs, a back-end engineer at 20 lakhs, a DevOps engineer at 20 lakhs, and a cloud engineer at 20 lakhs, or to hire just 2 people at 30 lakhs each who know everything, who knows everything. Okay. What is better, guys? What is better? 4 people at 20 lakhs per annum or just 2 people at 30 lakhs per annum? Okay. What is better, guys? Please let me know. Two people at 30 lakhs per annum. And that is what is happening right now as well. For example, if there is just 10,000, I'm just giving you a random example. If there is 10,000 jobs that are available, then 1 lakh people across our country are applying to that 10,000 jobs who already know MERN stack, that is front end and back end. 20,000 people are applying for the same position, more 20,000 people who know MERN stack, okay, who know front end and back end, as well as cloud computing. Along with that, there are just like 1,000 people, 1,000 to 2,000 people who know everything from MERN stack to cloud computing to DevOps. What is the probability of these guys getting selected, guys? What is the probability of these? These guys are making sure that if they are applying to this particular position, okay, there's a 100% possibility that these guys will be selected, because this is what the company is looking for. And these guys are extremely less. These guys are extremely less because nobody is willing to do that much amount of hard work. Okay, nobody is willing to do that much amount of hard work itself. The probability of these guys, if these guys apply to these positions, they are the first person who's going to get selected, because these companies are looking for these kind of people themselves. Okay, and that is the reason why you need to learn everything: front end, back end, cloud, and DevOps. And it is very simple to do that. You don't need to treat these as individual topics. This is not physics, chemistry, maths. This is not like that. Everything is intertwined with each other. You just need to focus upon a larger vision, a larger project itself. That's it. A big project that includes all these topics inside of it. This is not your physics, chemistry, math. This is just theory that you have to learn. This is a project that you will be working on. And if you're using these technologies into that project, that means you have learned that technology itself. Okay. And that is how you will be easily able to, like, learn everything. Okay. And see, so first of all, you will need to start from the utmost fundamentals. Okay, these are the fundamentals. This is something that I consider that everybody, okay, should know as a basic person in in full stack web development, as basics. Okay, as basics. This is something that is basics for me. Okay, now out of this, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is something that is being taught in 10 standard. So no fucker is going to go, no fucking company is going to give you a job on the basis of that. Okay, otherwise 10 standard students are going to get jobs in like just like White Hat Junior shows in Google and everything. Okay, nothing is happening like that. Okay, there's a very tough competition right now. Okay, so you need to start off with the most basics: HTTP, HTTPS, what is the web protocols and everything. Okay, then start off with HTML, CSS, Git, GitHub, and version control, responsive design with CSS, grid and box layouts, Tailwind CSS, Bootstrap CSS, and JavaScript ES6. These are the topics that I consider to be the basics of web development. Okay, basics for web development, guys. The next particular thing that you need to move further on is front-end web development. Now, in front-end web development, I want you guys to choose React. Now, the technologies that I'm telling you guys right now is from just one perspective, which particular technology has the highest number of jobs in our country right now. That's it. Okay, there's no other logic behind it. The one that is going to pay you the highest, the one that has the most number of jobs available, that is the technology that I have selected right over here. Okay, so for example, getting started with React, component lifecycle methods, React functional components, Webpack using third-party components, styling in React, routing in React, React hooks, state management in React with Redux, connecting to backend. These are all the different topics that you need to learn in React.js. Okay, the next particular thing that you need to move further after completing React, that is front-end web development, is backend web development. In backend web development, right now in this bootcamp, you are going to learn about the basics of Node.js and Express. There's a lot that you have to study after that as well. Okay, we are going to just cover up in this bootcamp the basics, introduction to Node.js and Express. There's a lot that is existing in backend web development. For example, microservices with Node.js and Express, integrating with MongoDB, validation and error handling, building RESTful APIs with Node, Express, and MongoDB, authentication and security. Okay, these are all the different things that you need to learn in backend web development, guys. Okay, the next particular thing that you need to learn is DevOps and cloud computing. Now see, cloud computing cannot exist without DevOps. DevOps cannot exist without cloud computing. So anybody who's telling you guys to learn cloud computing and DevOps separately does not know has no idea between the two topics itself. Both of the topics are basically intertwined. You have to learn DevOps and you have to produce the results on the cloud itself. Okay. Now for cloud, of course, I will be suggesting you guys AWS. Okay. I will be suggesting you guys AWS because 80% of the entire internet lives on AWS itself. So of course there is no other thought right over there. Okay, along with that, in DevOps you have to learn Docker and containers, building and manipulating single and multiple containers with Docker. This is something that you need to know. Docker volume and Docker compose, containerizing an application with Docker, securing with sync, automating with CI/CD. Okay, CI/CD service setup, writing CI/CD scripts, automate deployments and testing with CI/CD. Okay, then you need to learn about Kubernetes or container orchestration, K8 commands, multiple container add with K8s, ingress to handle traffics, deployment with K8s, custom domain and SSL certificates. Okay, so this is everything that you need to learn when it comes to AWS and DevOps. Okay, so AWS is basically your cloud computing and this is all about DevOps itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. See, if you can do this on your own as well. Okay, this is very simple to do it on your own. I'm not saying you guys to join any program or something like that. Okay, you can do it on your own as well. But the point is, it will take you a lot of time. You see, what happens is you lose motivation. This is what I saw. So I used to teach like in colleges and everything. I used to go to colleges and teach. And what I saw was whenever there is a mentor, okay, whenever there is a mentor, students have that will. Okay, they will come to class every single day. They will sit right over there. They will listen to their mentor. There will be somebody who's guiding them properly. If they are leaving out of the path, somebody is beating the shit out of them and bringing them back into the path so that they were able to focus upon it. And that is something that I was lacking when I was in college. Due to that reason, I started DevTown. That there is this particular stuff required. This is everything. Everybody knows this. If I'm telling you guys right now that this is what you need to know, this is how you are able to get a guaranteed paying job that is give you 12 lakh, more than 12 lakhs per annum. The average package that we are able to get is 13.3 lakh rupees per annum. Okay, using this particular syllabus, you know exactly what to do. I will guarantee you that 99.99% of you is currently listening to me won't be doing this. They will start. Everybody will start. Everybody has got the solution for all the problems to go away. Money brings every single problem to go away. Every problem that you have in your life, money will make it go away. It is up to you. If you want to get into a job that is going to pay you 3 lakh rupees per month, or you want to get into a job that is going to pay you 3 lakh rupees per year. It's all dependent upon you. You have the solution, but I guarantee you that even after telling you the solution, within 1 month, 99.99% of you won't be doing this. You will again go back to your own old ways of doing things. That is something that I know. And that is the reason why I started DevTown. That this is something that is required by the students. This is something that the students want. Even if they don't know about it, okay, that this is something that they need. Okay, but it is something that we know from our perspective that it is something that they want at the end of the day. Okay, now in this as well, you need to work upon projects. So for example, in the training and internship program, these are the projects that we work upon. Okay, Book My Show clone. Okay, this is the the entire Book My Show application that you use in your phones. We will be building that right over here. The Zomato front end, the Zomato application that you use. See, select projects that have a practical real life utilization. That is the reason why we select such big projects right over here. Okay, that is the reason why we select such big projects right over here. Okay, so select projects that are big, that have a real life implementation, and build it from the utmost scratch to a level where it is on the industrial production level. Okay, so companies require these kind of people. I personally call them as product engineers. These are the people who can take any idea from just an ideation stage to a production level stage where users are able to use it. And these people are extremely valuable in current scenario. Okay, so you have to build the front end of the Zomato using React.js. You have to continue further with the back end of Zomato. Okay, set up the entire API, set up the entire CI/CD pipelining, set up the entire Docker and Kubernetes cluster, produce it on deploy it on AWS, everything that you have to do. And separately, like, work on some smaller projects. I consider these as smaller projects. Some of you submit it as the 4th year project, but for me this is a very small project. Book management API, or like task management app, or personal portfolio apps. Okay, that is all that you need to do. That is all that you need to do. Now another question is, what about Android development? Okay, so how many of you don't know about this, that the backend? So for example, let's say Zomato has a website as well. Zomato has an Android app as well. Zomato has an iOS app as well. Zomato even has a watchOS app as well. Okay, these are all the different apps that are there. Do you really think that there is a separate backend for each of them? All these apps, whether it be the Android app, the iOS app, the watchOS app, the website that is there, everybody has a same backend, as the same backend right over there. There is no change in that. Okay, so for example, if you have learned everything right over here, if you have learned everything that I've specified right now, okay, the only thing that you need to ignore for right now is this particular page. That is the front end web development with React. Just ignore this particular part. Everything else that you have studied up till here, you have made the backend, you have made the website and everything. Now you want to create an Android app. React provides you that as well. There's something called as React Native. After I've studied everything right over here, it takes 7 days to learn React Native. Just 7 days, 1 hour each day. You will be able to learn React Native as well. Once you've learned React Native, you can create Android apps. You can create iOS apps. You can create watchOS apps. You can create VR apps. You can create AR apps. Everything that you can think about, everything that you are able to think about, you will be able to do this. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. That is the reason why I'm saying that learning Android development separately has no use. You learn entire web development, your entire backend, front end, DevOps, containerizing everything. Because now you have learned for DevOps position, you have learned for cloud computing position, you have learned for front end web developer, backend web developer, backend engineer. Now you're just learning React Native qualifies you for Android development as well and iOS development as well. That is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. That is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. Are you able to understand this? Please do let me know. See, our language is not for data structures. Oh, sorry, data science. It is for statistics. Okay. So you need to start with Python itself. You don't have any other option. Okay. Okay. So that is what I'm trying to say. See, you can do it on your own. My suggestion would be take out printouts for the entire syllabus. Go to the website, take out printouts, stick it on your study table, mark everything up. So one of the students from the bootcamp actually did this and I was very happy with it. Okay, she started marking everything. So those who enroll into the training and internship program, we make them do this. This is something that they have to do so that they are able to keep a track on the progress itself. But anywhere else, just mark it. Okay, so I've completed this particular topic. This is what I have to do next. Move on with that. This is what I have to do next. Move on with that. This is what I have to do next. Move on with that. And slowly and slowly you will be able to complete everything. And that is what I want for you guys. See, there are millions of technologies that are out there. Every technology that I've talked about, there are 50 different other technologies that you can replace it with. I've told you guys about these technologies because these have the highest number of jobs that are available. You can spend your time, you can waste your time learning other technologies as well, but you are only working on a hobby. You're not preparing for your placements. This is a syllabus for placements. This is not something that you don't treat this as your hobby. Treat this as you are literally preparing for your placements itself. You can learn any other language, any other technology, any other stuff. You have to treat it as a hobby. You're wasting your time right over there. That is something that you're doing for your own like happiness. That's it. It will not help you in placements. I'm telling you guys right now. Okay. So that is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. See, if you want to join the training and internship program, it's fantastic, but we don't take everybody in. Okay, we only have like a batch of 60 that is going to start every month. That too, like we don't guarantee that it will start every month if our instructors are free. So these are all my friends who take up the classes. So we have Aradhna Kund from Google, we have Dipen from Amazon, we have Harsh Akshit from Google, we have Karthik Kumar from CodeChef, McKinsey and Company, Morgan Stanley, American Express, Google, Sony, Google, again TensorFlow is from Google. We have Goldman Sachs, HP, Porsche, myself from Geo. Then we have Vishal Jain from Oracle, Sushant Shukla from Cisco. So these are all the different instructors that are there in our training and internship program. What we have done is, see, you can learn this in 3.5 months. Our training program goes on for 3.5 months, 2 hours every single day of live classes on Zoom, and then 1 hour of doubt session with the instructor after the class. Every class has only 60 students. We don't take in any more number of people as well, so that the instructor is able to focus upon you. Everything that has been mentioned in the entire PDF will be taught to you from the utmost scratch. The only prerequisite that is there for the program is English, because like I said, the mode of communication will be in English only. People are joining us from other countries as well as during the interviews, you will have to talk in English. So to develop your communication skills a bit more, that is the reason why we have one prerequisite, that is English. Everything else from C++ to Java to HTML, CSS to JavaScript, everything will be taught to you in the class. Data structures and algorithms, competitive programming, everything will be taught to you in the class itself. All the projects and everything will be taught to you in the class. The only prerequisite is that, okay, people join us from the first year, second year, third year, fourth year. People join us. So one of the students, the oldest student that we have is a lady that was 65 or 67 years old. That was the oldest student that we have had up till this little point of time. So after the program is over, so like I said, the classes will be for 2 hours every single day, 5 days a week, for 3.5 months continuously. Okay, you will be having at the end, yes, you will be given your letter of recommendation and internship completion certificate, training completion certificate as well. You will get some more certificates from our end for each of these topics. There will be 15 plus projects that you will be completing throughout the program, including the Zomato clone. We will be training you guys in interview preparation, mock interviews, resume building, GitHub, LinkedIn optimization. We'll be preparing you guys for interviews, because at the end of the program, so we have 3 ways of providing placements. First, through our instructors, these instructors who are taking the plans itself, taking the program itself. So 60 students are there into our training and internship program. We have our partnerships with different universities as well, where we directly provide the training and internship programs per month. Every month we take in approximately 1,000 students that we are training at any point of time. 60 through our boot camps, that is it, nobody else from that. And then the rest of the people, 60 to 100, like every month we have 1 to 2 batches, no more than that. 120 is the maximum capacity that we can handle from the boot camps. And for the rest of the students, they are through our college programs. So we have partnership with colleges itself, where we take in their entire batch of students, train them, and deliver it to the industry. That is how we basically have it. Okay. So the first mode of placements is through the instructors. If the instructor is able to see that, so for example, Ritik Kumar is one of the instructors. He has previously worked in Hasdin, as well as he's the world top 100 in Code Chef and 107 on Code Lead Code. So in the world ranking. So he's the one who will be teaching you data structures, algorithms, and computer programming will be taught to you by a particular person from Google. So these will be the people who will be teaching you DSA and CP. Now, the entire thing, first of all, the instructor, if he finds that you are doing well in his class, you have the capabilities, that is the first way that he will be recommending you with a referral to the company, and you will be able to get into that company itself. That is the first way of placements. The second way is through our partner program. So like I said, we have partnerships with 36 different companies. We have currently like approached 4 more companies, and we will be starting with that as well. Okay, so these companies directly hire from us every single month, and we provide them the students. And the third is through our placement portal, where students are able to go and apply to different companies and get their placements. That is something that that has like both of them. So we have your normal placement process as well as the separate. We have the internships as well as the placements that go on simultaneously, so that anyone who is joining us from the first year itself is able to get a paid like like where the student is able to get paid at the end of the day through internship programs as well as through our placement processes. That is how we are able to make sure that the entire thing runs smoothly. Now, yes, there is a cost to the program as well. Because we are a non-profit organization, we just charge the GST and the like cost of the instructors. That's it. So if a particular person from Google is going to give 2 hours, not even 2 hours, 3 to 4 hours every single day, 2 hours of training and then 2 hours of live doubt solving and everything, okay, for 3.5 months. So he needs some, like, he will be getting paid. So we provide them with like 5,700 rupees per student for the entire 3.5 months, and along with that the GST on top of it. The total cost of the program for the entire 3.5 months is 7.5 thousand. Okay, that is 7,500 rupees. Okay, 7,500 rupees for the entire 3.5 months program. So everything included that. Now if you look at the same thing at the rest of the websites as well, for example, Scalar Academy provides the exact same thing at 2.5 lakh rupees. The same thing is not the same thing, just one stack is being provided by Coding Ninjas at 33,000 rupees. So that is the thing, we are able to keep the costs low because we are a non-profit. Plus these companies who are hiring through us, these 36 companies that are hiring through us, they help us. So for example, anytime that we are not able to arrange like payments for the instructors, they help us out with the same. So because every month they are able to get like amazing students, and the students are also happy, the companies are also happy, so they help us out with the exact same. So this is how we handle the entire process. Yes, I am working currently in a company, and I earn most of my money from that. The previous month we got like 110 rupees as profits, and we were like so amazed with it. So it's like it was like a party hogi ab to we were able to bring some chips and enjoy it. But yeah, that is how we handle stuff. So the only prerequisite for the program is English and your dedication. For example, if you are enrolling into the program for 3.5 months, you aren't going to go anywhere. I'm going to like take down every last like drop of sweat that you are having, okay, into the work that you're going to do. Because see, for me, my relationship with these companies is amazing. If I am going to give you guys to these companies, I need to make sure that you are amazing at the end of the day. Only then these companies are going to come up for the next month as well. Otherwise they won't be joining us from the next month. That is what I'm telling you guys. I need to make sure that anybody enrolling into the program, we have to make sure that you are able to get into these companies. You don't have any other like option. We don't have any other option that is there. Okay, so that is the entire stuff. The if you are going on our website as well, let me just show it to you guys. We don't take in students from outside the boot camps. Even if you go to our website, try to enroll into the program, it will show you the cost as 10,000 rupees. See right over here, we'll show you guys the cost as 10,000 rupees, because we don't want students to get into our program itself. We have 120 seats at the maximum. We cannot take in any more number of students, so we never want students to directly enroll. So first of all, we have a filtering process that is there. Okay, the cost is 7,500 rupees for the entire program. You can pay it on a monthly basis. That is totally up to you. Like, we also understand most of you are students, so we never tell anybody to do anything like that. But yeah, so you have to approach us. First of all, you will have to approach us. I'll give you a number where you can like approach us or message us. We'll talk to you. We'll figure out if you are a right fit for this particular program. See, it's not that we require you to enter into the program. It's the other way around. Every month we have like 900 students that we are training every single month. So we don't care about people joining us from the boot camps or not, because we only want those students who are like really sure that they are able to give like the next 3.5 months, and they will work their asses off at the end of the day. Only that particular people that we are interested in. The rest of the people, we cannot even take them in. We don't have that many number of seats right now as well. One of the program is going to start from the 15th of September. So the 15th of September batch, I think so we only have like 30 seats remaining. That's it. 30 seats remaining. 90 seats have already been taken up. The instructors have already been announced. So we don't have that many number of seats as of this particular point of time. So we need to make sure that anybody who's enrolling into the program is 100% sure that they will be able to get into will be able to make sure that okay, they are ready for that. So how many of you guys are interested in the same? Because like I said, we only have 30 seats. If the number is greater than that, then we'll strengthen the entire filtering process. If you guys are interested in the same, please let me know, so that I'm able to understand how many of the people are interested for the same. The timings of the live classes will be in the evening itself, after 7 o'clock in the evening, because the instructors are currently working in the morning into different companies, so they don't have enough time. They can only take it place in the evening after 7 o'clock. Okay, so for those who are interested, who are really interested, because see, if you are interested, then only join the program, otherwise not, because we also don't have enough number of seats for the same. Okay, so for those who are interested into the program, they can approach me or my team. They can message me on this particular WhatsApp number. I'm providing it in the live chat down here. I provided the live chat in the I provided the link for the WhatsApp number down in the live chat, as you are able to see. I've pinned it up as well. For those who are really interested to join, okay, into the program, you can See, we have like the entire, like you can pay it on a monthly basis because we understand that you guys are also student. So we have made sure that the price is something that we have set it to be student friendly. You can pay it in the entire 3 months itself. There's no issues in that. Okay, so you don't have to like pay it at once. You can pay it in like 3 installments or 4 installments as well. Okay, so that is the entire stuff. For those who are interested into the program, they can message me on the WhatsApp number. Either me or somebody from my team will be able to help you guys out. Okay, the cost is 7,500 rupees for the entire 3.5 months program. Okay, yes, a fresher already working in a company can also join if you want to change the company itself. Yes, a first year student can also join, so there's no issues in that. 3 months program internship in Java. So Java takes almost 5 days to complete. Why the fuck are you wasting like 3 months on it? Okay. um so for those who are interested, if I'm from BA economics background, am I eligible? See, Mohammed, if you are ready to work for 3.5 months, I don't care about your backgrounds. I only care whether you are willing to do hard work or not. If you are, then yes, you are eligible. If you're not, then please do not enroll. Because like I said, we have people joining us from commerce background. We have people joining us from, like I said, maritime engineering as well as merchant navy. So these kids are getting placed because they were ready to put in the hard work. Put in the hard work at the end of the day. Okay. Yes, first year, second year, third year, fourth year students can also join. There is no issues for that. Okay. So 60 students in one batch, won't it get difficult for us to learn? No. So actually 60 students in one batch is very simple because that is the strength of any class that is there. Okay, so it becomes very easier for students to interact directly with the mentor, and after the class as well, the mentor will sit there for 1.5 hours. If you have any doubts, any queries, you can approach the instructor after the class, sit with him 101. If you're not able to understand a particular topic, then you can sit with him and ask as well. There's no issues in that. That is how we make sure the entire thing. Okay, so we have two programs. We have for data science as well as full stack, but that is totally up to you. See, I've given you my personal opinion. If I wanted to like sell something to you, I would have sold out like data science bhi bahut acha hai, take up data science. Like, but I don't want to do that. If you are from Tier 1 and Tier 2 college, then take up data science. Okay, because I know that what are the like condition for placements and everything that these companies are currently having. So I've told you guys the entire stuff. Okay, that is totally up to you. Okay. Atya Begum, it is 7,500 for the entire 3 months, 3.5 months program. So if you're taking up like on a monthly basis as well, it comes down to like 2,000 rupees a month. That is the entire thing. That is the reason why that we have kept it at such a low level. Okay, the cost, we have reduced it a lot. So those who are interested in that, okay, you guys can message me on the WhatsApp number. I've already commented it as well as linked it, pinned it in the attendance thing. Okay, so you can like contact me from right over there, and we will help you guys out with the same. Okay. Yes, like I said, Sanamdeep, anybody who's interested to like get into a big firm, okay, change his company or grow at the end of the day, they can apply for that. Okay. Why is it saying 10,000 on the website? Like I said, we don't want people from outside the bootcamp to enter into the program, because then these kids get into the program, they don't study, they don't do the hard work, and then they like say that why is it not happening or something like that. So that is the reason why on the website we keep the prices a bit higher so that nobody is enrolling from right over there. Message me on my WhatsApp number, okay, so that I'm able to first talk to you. I'm able to figure out whether this is right for you or not. If it is right for you, then only I provide you guys with the like, okay, this is how you have to make the payment and everything. So that is what I want at the end of the day. Okay. Okay, so let me share the attendance link with you guys for today. Yes, Ishiti, Python will be taught in the data science and industrial program, like training and internship program. We have Python, we have SQL, we have statistics, we have 18 machine learning algorithms, 6 deep learning algorithms. There are almost 35 different projects that you will be working on right over there. So that is about the training and internship program. Also, for the duration of the classes will be of 2 hours every single day in the evening after 7 o'clock. And along with that, for the after that, we will be having 1 to 1.5 hours of live doubt sessions as well. Also, another thing is that, for example, if you are enrolling into the full stack web development program, okay, so you will be getting the class recordings. So the live classes are there, so you will be getting the class recordings of all the classes with a lifetime access to the same. Along with that, we will be providing you cyber security as well as data science for free, because like I said, we don't want you guys to like waste your money at any point of time going somewhere else or learning. If at any point of time you want to learn data science or you want to learn cyber security as a hobby, so we provide that for free at the end of the program. Okay, so that is something that we do. The same thing if you're enrolling into the data science program, we provide you guys with the full stack web development as well as the data science class recordings for free with lifetime access, so that it's easier for you. Okay, you don't have to, like, if you want to learn that as a hobby or you want to learn a bit more, you are able to do that. Okay, so that is something that we do. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, like I said, Sarthak, if you are from mechanical, civil, chemical, electrical, mechatronics, from commerce field as well, I'm happy to have you in the class. The only thing that we want is you guys are ready to work hard. Okay, because we will be pushing you beyond your limits. Okay, we will be doing that, because if you want to get into a big firm like Microsoft or Google, there is a lot of hard work that you have to do. And that is something that we will make sure that we are giving our 100% from our end. Okay. So for those who are interested to get into the program, I've already provided you guys with the WhatsApp number and everything. So you guys can directly contact me on my WhatsApp number and we will help you guys out with the same. Okay. I've already provided you guys with the WhatsApp number and everything. It is still down the, I've already like pasted it in the comment section as well. So you will be able to see from right over there. Okay, the timings will be in the evening after 7 o'clock. Okay, it will be in the evening after 7 o'clock. Yes, so anybody who is currently like 12th pass outs, okay, anybody who's in 12th standard, 10th standard, 11th standard, we will not be taking in him. Okay, this is not something that for you guys focus upon your G mains and advance. Anybody who has passed from its 12th standard or in college or currently working or has a gap of right now, these guys are eligible for the program. Okay, because that is our condition right now. The entire program will be in English, guys. The entire programs will be in English, guys. Okay, so can we manage college studies and your program? Of course, I mean, that is something that we are doing. Okay, because we have been doing this for the past 2 years right now. So yes, it will be simple enough for you. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. We will help you guys out with planning and everything. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, yes, tomorrow the class will be from 5:30 to 6:30. Okay, tomorrow the backend web development class will be from 5:30 to 6:30. So minimum laptop requirements, yes, you should be having a laptop, a working laptop. Whatever your technicalities is, whatever your RAM, CPU, GPU is, we don't care about it. You should have a laptop. That's it. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, tomorrow the class will be from 5:30 onwards, 5:30 p.m. guys. Okay. I'm in first year BTech in CSC Tier 3. Ray, you can definitely join. There's no issues in that. Okay. So I don't have any coding experience. Like I said, you don't have to worry about it. Okay. If you don't have any coding experience, if you know English, that is more than sufficient. We will be teaching you coding from scratch. Okay. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, I'm interested, but I'm having semester exams in November, so can I join too? I'm really interested. See, for example, if you're joining the 15 September batch and then you are having a exam at any point of time, just let the instructor know. What the instructor will be doing is he will be shifting you to the next batch, okay, directly from that point onwards, so that at any point of time whenever you are having an exam, or see, if multiple people are having the exam at the same point, we'll give you guys a holiday of 15 days so that you can prepare for your exams, give your exams and everything. If like it's a case of 1 or 2 people, we know because we have handled so many batches, so we just shift you to the next batch itself. Okay, I'm doing WebD. After that, can I go with app development? Tushar, like I said, data structure algorithms, competitive programming, web development in its entirety, and then just learn React Native. That is more than sufficient. Okay. Yes, of course, Megha Patel, you can definitely join the program. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So I've graduated from Bit Mishra. Okay. So I'm having 2 years of gap. In gap create any problem in getting job? I'm currently third year BTech student. No, Dhurendra, you are in BTech still, so there's no issues in that. Okay. I'm 2016 pass out. Is this class for me? Swati, that is totally dependent upon you. Will you be able to put in that much amount of time? Then it is for you. There is no issues in that. Okay. Yes, Sandeep, you can definitely join this. Okay, no issues in that. Payment link for the batch, Manu, like I said, we don't provide the payment link directly. I provided you guys with the WhatsApp link. Okay, I pinned it up in the comments as in the live chat as well, so you can contact me right over there and I will help you guys out. Okay. Sir, I'm interested. I'm from BCA background. Yes, we have people from BCA, BSc, MSc, MCA, so you can definitely join. Okay, there's no issues in that. Okay. The knowledge of English using these camps enough for paid course. Exactly. That is more than sufficient, beginner coder. Okay. So see, the project that you will be working upon in the training and internship will be the Zomato clone. So you will be creating the entire app that you're currently using on your mobile phones from its scratch to a level where millions of people are able to use that application and it will not crash. It's called as a production level itself. Once you've completed that, just think about it. What is Swiggy and Zomato? They are just Zomato for food. What is Uber and Ola? They are just Zomato for people. What is Blinkit, Dunzo? What is Swiggy, Instamart? These are all Zomato for your groceries. So you can directly start off with your freelancing, just start off with your freelancing immediately using this particular app. Okay, is 3 months enough for it? No, 3.5 months. That is the entire duration that it takes to complete the data structures and algorithms as well. Okay, diploma third year is eligible? Yes, surely it is eligible as well. I'm passed out of Polytechnic from instrumentation and control and now pursuing BSc distance learning. Sure, Sandeep, you can definitely join. There's no issues in that. Okay. Is it okay not being good at DSA but being good at web development? No, you have to be good at both of the stuff. Okay. Degree last year eligible? Yes, of course, Athava, you are also eligible. Like I said, everybody who is not in their 12th standard or lower is eligible for that. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so the batch is going to start off from the 15th of September, guys. I think so. That is the batch. Let me just check. So 15th of September that and the 1st of October. I think so. These are the two batches that is available right now, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so I'm in second year of pharmacy. Can I join the program? Yes, Amol, you can definitely join. There's no issues in that. Okay, so for those who want to join the program, please guys do message me on my WhatsApp number. I've already provided you guys with the same. After this paid bootcamp, are we getting placement opportunities or not? Yes, beginner coder, I've already told you guys that we will be providing you with it. Okay, so you can message me on my WhatsApp number. I've already provided you guys with the link in the live chat, so you can directly contact me from right over there, and that should be more than sufficient. So we will be ending the class right over here. I've already showed you guys the attendance for today. Okay, so I've already done that. So Yes, DSA is necessary for web development as for placements. So DSA is necessary for web development placements as well. So I've already showed you guys the attendance for today, guys. So that is it. We'll meet tomorrow at 5:30. Okay. Yes, Anchal, you are eligible. Do not worry about it. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, 2021 pass out. Yes, you can join the program. Okay, do not worry about it. Chota Bheem, you are Chota. I've already shared the attendance. I think so. You guys were not focusing upon the class itself, so that is something that I cannot help you guys out with. But yeah, I've already showed the attendance and everything. So we'll meet tomorrow. For those who weren't able to see the attendance, scroll back and check where the attendance is. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys.